Cool, so we can shit on them, but shorty generous. She wanna pack her little friends inside the 4-door. Looking at the ass, cause you the shit, but shorty in her own class on her. She know how I'm coming by her. In the height of slavery, I probably slapped the shit out of one of them little white boys. They ever tried to play with her. Probably lose my life, but shit, I proudly take their love. Simply cause I live for you. I love you like one of my kind, let it cake. You know I care for you. Think I'm funny, anything to put a smile on you, shorty. Shorty such a queen, she got me singing Elvis like the king. I can't help falling in love with something like that. What's going on, y'all? It's your main man 5, and I'm back with a brand new video for y'all. And today I'm doing something that was recommended by Gage. You've seen me collaborate with him a few times on the channel, and today he has me checking out a new group that I never heard of called Sleep Token. If you read the title, you knew who we... If you read the title, you should know what we're listening to. There's a song called Caramel by a band called Sleep Token. Apparently this is their most recent song that's got put out, and it's something that he wanted to hear my opinion on. So I figured that's my guy, and he's looked out a lot for me. So this one is for Gage. Shout out to you. We're gonna get right into it.
Count me out like sirens, pay back for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grapevine. They can sing the words while I cry into the baseline. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale.
So what we're gonna do is, first of all, I love the graphics. I love the vibe that they're going for with it. It gives kind of like a medieval type of Game of Thrones type of vibe. Comment down below, give me some background on the band. Let me know what their aesthetic is. What type of vibe does this group give? But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go to a lyric video for this because they don't have the lyrics on the official. It's a little bit hard for me to understand exactly what he's saying, and I want to give y'all the best reaction I can. So we're gonna check out some lyrics for it.
Count me out like sirens, pay back for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grapevine. They can sing the words while I cry into the baseline. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hide it every time they take mine. So stick to me like caramel. Walk beside me,
I love all of the metaphors that they're using in this to get their point across. I love that it paints a very vivid picture of the duality of feeling the stresses and pressure that come from living the lifestyle that they live, but also the relief and fire that you get inside of you when you get around that one person that makes it all feel a little bit better. I think that's kind of like a reoccurring theme that we hear amongst many artists. They all search for just that subtle sense of normalcy. When you're a commodity, right? Because basically, the more famous you, don't mind what's going on outside. I know there's a lot of noise, but when you're a highly valued commodity, people look at you more as a tool or as something to awe over rather than just an individual. They don't approach you with respect. They don't approach you with concern for how you may feel that day or what you may be going through in your personal life. People don't care as long as they get fed and entertained by what it is that you do. And I like the fact that they're using the metaphors to kind of show the duality of that experience. They're talking a lot about what it's like to be in that lifestyle, but also to have somebody that when you get around them, it makes everything different. The metaphors that they're using to bring all of that full circle is very interesting. And I like the melody of the song. I didn't really come into it knowing what to expect because like I said, I've never heard anything from them, but I'm looking forward to hear y'all talk a little bit more about them in the comments. I'm feeling this.
To be caught, I'm grateful, I know. So I'll keep dancing along to the rhythm. The stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't. Prison, a beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
That's a beautiful song. I mean, first and foremost, the song was written beautifully to begin with. The metaphors, the storytelling, the emotional evocativeness of the song itself. It's very rare that, no, it's not very rare, but it's something that like I always appreciate. As y'all know, I recently did the Tupac album reaction. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. But it's something that a certain level of lyricism that doesn't get to a point where they become overly focused on getting lines off that paint a picture of what bars look like. You have to have a subtle balance of being able to have a strong sense of lyricism, but still be able to get your message across, still be able to make it enjoyable, something that people can feel, something that they can find themselves in. Because with music being the greatest sense of art form in the world, is also the greatest sense of connectedness that the world can feel. Is a vibration that can make you cry. Something that you can't even see, is not even tangible, but it's something that get up inside you. You get what I'm saying? Pause though. But it's something that gets up inside you and it travels through your bones. Nothing does that the way that music does. And the way that they wrote this song, it has such intense perspectives. I know y'all hear me talk a lot on this channel about being able to love where you are, love your position, love your life, because at the end of the day, if you don't find a sense of happiness where you are, whenever you get to wherever you feel like you should be going, you still won't know how to be happy because you never learned how to be content with life. A lot of people have like a false sense of what they feel like their reality should be. So they inflate themselves to a point where they become insatiable. So when you get to that point of, whether it may be fame for some people, maybe it's just being a married person with a family, maybe whatever that thing may be for you that you're yearning for, and you allow yourself to be unhappy because you don't have it yet, this is that song that speaks from that other side. And that's what I appreciate the most about songs like this. It gives you the perspective of somebody that's living out the dreams of what you want. That's not to tell you that you shouldn't pursue it. Take everything with a grain of salt, because God gives everybody a different journey and your experience could be very different. But this is what it takes. A lot of times, this song talks about that. A lot of times people don't heal themselves going into that next phase. So when you get to that next phase, you still struggle mentally to deal with how far you've come. You still struggle with trying to accept where you are. Him giving the metaphors of the stage being a prison, a beautiful nightmare, or even him drawing the narrative of saying like, I'm too young to be bitter about it, but I'm too old to be reactionary the way I would have been when I was younger. You grow and you become more self-aware, but you have to understand that life changes and you have to change along with it. Now, not every sense of adaptation is always a positive thing, but when it comes to learning how to be happy, you have to learn how to be satisfied with your life as it is, because it's your life. This is one of those songs that paints that picture of what it's like to get everything that you said you ever wanted, but then feel trapped about how demanding it is. Everything sounds beautiful because you think about what comes with it. The women come with it, the money, the attention, the love, all of the things that we yearn for. A lot of us didn't get when we were younger. You get what I'm saying? But when you get there, it's not always all it's cracked up to be. And once again, that's not to tell you don't chase your dreams, but take that for what it is. This seems like a cautionary tale, and it's the duality of struggling with a sense of where you've come to, or how far you've come rather, and what it's like to have a sense of peace in your life, whether that be a person or whether that be a vice, whatever that may be. Because sometimes the loves in your life can be your vice, but that's a conversation for another thing. Now, that's just kind of what my interpretation felt like, and that's what the lyrics kind of drew me to talk about. If I'm off point and y'all know some background on the song, I know a lot of times people watch these artist interviews and they get a different perspective. Comment down below, let me know if I'm on point or if there's something completely different that this song represents. Y'all know the further we get into Sleep Token music, I want to connect with y'all. Y'all know I like to talk about how music makes me feel right on the spot. I think that's the most important thing. So yeah, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Give me some background on the group. Give me background on this song. Tell me whatever y'all want to talk about. Share messages. Let me know what this group means to you. If this is your favorite, comment down below some other songs y'all like to see me check it out. If y'all want to see me do another Sleep Token video, get this one here to 100 likes. So I know that it's well received. So I know that it's something that's worth continuing on doing. And yeah, just keep me informed so I know what's going on. I'm looking forward to getting back into the swing of things, and I'm looking forward to having my wife back in the videos. You know, I miss her over here. But in the meantime, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell so you'll be notified every time we drop a banger like this one. I'm gonna put the QR code to our Patreon right here. Shout out to all of our patrons and all your continued support on this journey. It means the world, and it helps us continue to develop everything we're trying to do. It's a lot of room on there, and I got some new stuff that's coming that I'm not gonna talk about quite in this video. But make sure y'all scan this QR code and check out what we got going on over there. And remember, 100 likes, and until next time, I go by the name of 5. Peace.
How does this go? You wanna know. You've never been here before. Go with the flow. We'll take it slow. No need to rush.